think it ties in with every individual's why. Why are they doing this? Why are they scalping? Why are they
Hundreds.
why are they part of the 3M challenge? And we all have to be honest with ourselves. You can't kid yourself. And I think there's authenticity through writing down whether one's thoughts behind something, one's day, and you can look back and, like you're saying, exactly, being accountable to oneself. And I think there is a lot of power in that. Not everyone's used to writing Dear Graham letters, or at least journaling. But I think there's power in that. But again, this is one tool that's available, and whether or not it works for everyone on this call, that's entirely up to them. So Graham, I mean, that is fantastic. So how long did it take you to go from or through yellow?
You see the grey hair, Shah, that you're talking about a good couple of weeks ago. Yellow, I think, I speak under correction, but it took me about 2 months to get through yellow to pink.
Which, I mean, you were, again, 5 days a week, couple hours a day. That was your expression of intent,
That's
right?
it.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't instantaneous. It wasn't cool. I'm going to do this, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 20 hours a week, kind of thing. In total, you're looking at 80 hours a month and you're going to smash it in 4 days. 2 months is a time. There were obviously times when you were quite close to, being 50% up, you were 80% up, or even 33% up. How many times was it the case that you took, 2 steps forward, 1 step back? Because we understand this frustration.
No, yellow for me was backwards and forwards, and it was sometimes 2 steps back and 1 step forward. And I actually went back and looked at my data. It was the only time where I had the most days that I started in the negative. It was the only times that my reserve went negative. Look, I'm very fortunate. I was never reset. I was close, but I never reset. I refuse to accept that I'm going to reset. The number of times where your reserve goes down, critically down, that was the most times that it's happened. Looking at it now, it was a question that, what were you doing? Why were you doing? You're actually still finding your feet in yellow. You're still trying to find direction. You're still trying to get a handle on it. And at the time when I was in yellow, we had all these market collapses. We had Luna, we had, there was an infinite number of things that happened. So it was a backwards and forwards. It was emotionally tough, let's put it that way.
And the way that you got through those days where you're starting in negative values and that back and forth, that emotional yo-yo, what was it that got you through? Was it that being adamant around the expression of intent, that kind of resolve? I mean, it's not easy just to flick a switch and be like, cool, I'm focused and I'm going to ignore everything else. What was it, you think, that really got you through that emotional time?
I think it's a combination of factors. It's not one single. It's like trading. It's not just one indicator. It's a whole combination of it. And I remembered I took a bad decision. It was a simple bad decision, and it cost me $3. And $3 is neither here nor there, but in relation to a $20 trade, $3 is a lot of money. And I remember going to make myself a cup of coffee and go and sit in the garden and just sit. No thoughts, no nothing, taking a step backwards. And I think that's where it changed, because you need to be able to look at what you're doing and recognize when you're doing something wrong. And that's where the honesty comes to yourself. And that's where I realized this is actually simple. We are overthinking it. We are majoring in minor things. And I stopped trying to force the issue. So I remembered saying to myself, Graham, but wait a minute, you are majoring in minor things here. What is going to get you through this? And the only thing that gets you through is to get your reserve to grow. And that's where I came to the realization that your reserve is what's important. If your reserve is increasing, great, you're doing something right, keep doing it. If it's decreasing, stop. There's something you're doing wrong. And then together with that mindset, rereading the mission statement, rethinking about it, it changes your focus. And that's what pushed me through yellow, to be honest.